Hey, how you guys doing out there today? This is Stefan Jimenez from the Roto Beast team, and I'm here to present you our NBA picks for Monday, December 18th. If you're new to the channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our NFL and NBA videos, and please make sure and click the like button on this video as it really helps us out. Before we get started, let's just say, hey, go Cowboys! Hey, I don't care how we won, we won. So, you know what? Hey, we still have playoff hopes alive. Hopefully we can win these next two games and give ourselves a chance. But yeah, hey, so let's jump into this NBA slate. We got a 10-game slate. There's a bunch of games that don't even have lines out for them yet. We're waiting on a bunch of injury news. So we're going to kind of try our best. We do this the night before, so just take that into account. If there are people tomorrow that I feel are great value plays that end up coming out, I will leave comments below in the comment section and kind of let you know where I'm at later in the day. So first we'll start off with Philadelphia at Chicago. This game has a 210 implied total. Philadelphia is favored by 2. Then we got Phoenix going into Dallas to face the Mavericks. This game has a 208 implied total. Dallas is favored by 6. Then we got Boston at Indiana. This game has a 207 implied total, and Boston's only favored by 2. And then a couple of games I'm really liking that I'm really going to be targeting. I don't have much information on them, but I do like them. It's going to be Portland at Minnesota. I think that's going to be a really fun competitive game. Then you got Golden State going into LA to face the Lakers. Kobe's going to be getting his number retired tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting night in Los Angeles. I really like this game for fantasy points as well. And the last game I'm really going to be focusing on is going to be Denver going into OKC to face the Thunder. This game, I think it's going to be a close game. Denver's been playing pretty well. OKC's struggling, but they're a really good team. Yeah, those are kind of the 6 games I'm really going to be looking at. We'll just jump right into it, and we'll get started. So let's go into this. Here, we'll click on this contest. Oh, for 1 second. There we go. All right. So we'll start at point guard. We got Russell Westbrook. I like him. His price is not ridiculous. It is a little bit up there for him to hit value. We need about 57 for him to hit value. They are struggling right now. He's playing tons of minutes. He's kind of having to put a lot of the workload on his back. In the past 5 games, he's got 3 triple doubles. For the most part, when he gets these triple doubles, he's kind of hitting value. Except for this one, he only scored 10 points. OKC's thundering. They're struggling. He's the best player on the team. Somebody has to step up, and I think it's definitely going to be him. I really like him in this game going against Denver. It's going to be a fast-paced game at home. Steven Adams is going to be out as well, so Westbrook's going to have to try to get a little bit more rebounds. So I do like Westbrook tomorrow a lot. Then we got Chris Paul. Chris Paul he's been playing very well. His price is up. Obviously, for him to have value, we need about 50 from him. I definitely think he can get there. He's been crushing, putting in work. And, he just faced Utah a few matchups ago, and he played, 36 minutes, and he was 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. He put up 58 fantasy points. So if he strived in that matchup, I don't see why he can't do it again. If Gobert does come back tomorrow, then it makes the defense a little bit better for Utah. But I do like Chris Paul on the higher end. Then we got Lillard. Going to be going against Minnesota, Jeff Teague, head-to-head. The minutes are there. He's playing massive minutes. He's their best player on the team, and they need him to score if they're going to be successful, and he knows that. He has upside to get 60. We've seen it a couple of times. His price has actually dropped a little bit. For him to hit value, we need about 43. He's averaging pretty much 43 a game this season. So I definitely like him to hit value tomorrow, and I really like him in this spot. Then we got Kyrie. Kyrie's a little bit more of a GPP play, in my opinion, because he does have these 20-point games. He has them more than you really want. for paying his price tag. But he also has his 40-point games as well. I mean, so it's kind of give or take with him. I mean, Kyrie is Kyrie. It's his team. He's balling. He pretty much can do whatever he wants, taking limited shots. Against Indiana, this is going to be a really up-tempo game. I like him a lot in this matchup, and I definitely think that he's a really good play tomorrow. I would say he's probably a little bit more of a GPP play, though. And then we got the guys, Barea, coming off the bench. We want more minutes, but we've been talking about him. If Dennis Smith is out again, him and Ferrell are going to split minutes again. And, I mean, he's been very consistent when being on the floor. Bray is a baller. We know that, plain and simple. For him to hit value, we need about 26. I mean, I definitely think he can get 26 or even get, close to it. Against Phoenix, I mean, they play zero defense. I really like this matchup for Dallas. It's going to be an up-tempo game. This is what Brea kind of strives in, getting transition buckets. So I like him. And then then we got the other guy that he's splitting minutes with, Yogi Ferrell. He's been playing pretty well. He's a little bit less expensive. He's playing more minutes. So if you want to kind of go off the minutes between him and Barea, I would definitely go Ferrell because he's starting and he's getting more minutes and he's cheaper. So, that's kind of pushes him a little bit ahead of Barea. But I think Barea is still a really good GPP option. I really like Ferrell. If, Dan Smith is out again, he's going to play a bunch of minutes in an up-tempo game against Phoenix. I definitely think he can have a monster game right here. For him to hit value, all you need is 24. So I really, really like this play tomorrow. We got James Harden. Anytime he's on the slate, he's, the top shooting guard in my opinion. Last time he faced Utah, he only got 40 points. So that kind of is a little bit concerning. Utah, they're a pretty good defensive team. But James Harden is James Harden at the end of the day. And he can go off against anybody. Anytime he's on the slate, he's going to play. You need 55 for him to hit value. He's averaging 54 overall again this season. Definitely take a look at James Harden. Then we got the young guy Mitchell for Utah. He's playing massive minutes. You got to be really encouraged by the minutes. He's scoring the basketball. He's averaging 30 fantasy points a game on this season. For his 7.4 price tag, we need about 36 for him to hit value. I definitely think he can get there, especially if he's going to be going back and forth with James Harden. James Harden doesn't really play no defense. So I do like the young guy in this matchup. Last time he was in this matchup, he went out for 38 fantasy points and 35 minutes. So he's in a great spot right here. Then we got Klay against my Lakers, up-tempo game. I think he's going to get a lot of transition buckets. They actually just played this game not too long ago. Klay had 38 minutes. He played 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. You would love for him to get a couple more rebounds, assists, maybe a block. 30 is not going to kill you. For his price tag, you need about 36 for value. I definitely think Klay is more of a GPP option in my opinion, but he is in play. Then we got CJ, second best player on the team. He's playing massive minutes. He's scoring the bucket. He has at least 20, actual scoring points in 5 straight games. And he's getting there. For the most part, he's averaging about 33 fantasy points the past 5. He's averaging 32 on the season. For him to hit value, you need about 35. In this, up-tempo game against Minnesota, he's going to be going against Wiggins, who doesn't play, very much defense. So I like McCollum. The last guy I'm going to talk about, his price is just too low. He should be at least, 7,200. His minutes are back up. He's playing 36, 30 to 38 minutes a game. The thing about him is when he scores, he has a great fantasy day. When he doesn't score, he has a mediocre fantasy day. But the cool thing about him is he does fill up the stat sheet. He gets rebounds, he gets assists, he's averaging almost 5 of each of those in the categories, and he actually plays defense. So, I like him. He's averaging 25 fantasy points a game this season. For him to hit value, you need about 32. I definitely think that he can get there. I like Batum a lot. I mean, like I said, I feel like he's underpriced. He's going against a Knicks team who's not very good. So definitely take a look at Batum. Small forward, KD. Ever since Draymond and Curry have been out, this dude's just been beasting. Plain and simple, he's taking up the whole load on his own shoulders. For him to have value, you need 60. The price is up a little bit, But in the past 4 games, he's got 60 at least 3 times. And even the Portland, where only got 51, that's still not going to kill you. So I definitely like KD. He's playing good defense. He's getting blocks, getting some steals as well. So definitely, I mean, he's going to be one of the best players on the board against the Lakers. Then we got Jimmy Butler, his game time decision. So you got to see what comes out around shoot around. But this guy's been playing well. If you need 45 for him to hit value, I mean, he's been getting there. He's been getting very close. He's coming off somewhat of a dud against Phoenix. So, I mean, I definitely expect him to bounce back in this spot against Portland. They don't really have nobody that can guard him, in my opinion. So definitely take a look at Butler. Then we got Paul George. 8,000. You need 40 for value. I mean, the minutes are there. He's playing massive minutes. The Thunder's struggling, so they're playing their guys a lot. I mean, the past 2 games, he's got you 39 and 42. So he's got you right there around value. I like him. They need him. And he's a big-time player, and he knows that his team's struggling and they need him. So I like Paul George a lot. Going against Denver in the up-tempo game. Another guy I do like is Harrison Barnes. I mean, he's just consistent. You need 35 for him to hit value. He's averaging 31 fantasy points a game this season in the up-tempo game. Harrison Barnes is a really, really good play tomorrow. Then we got Kawhi. His game time decision. He's probably going to play, though. He only played 15 and 16 minutes his past 2 games. He got some rest. I'm hoping they say, okay, we'll give him 25 minutes. If he just plays 25 minutes, okay, at 6,000, I think he's still considered a play. I mean, in 16 minutes, 15, 16, he's got you 27, 28. So if you bump this up even 10 minutes, I mean, this can get you 35 to 40 at 6,000. I mean, it's a great price tag. It's just what they tell us is going to happen, or if they even tell us. But I would definitely take a look at Leonard. Then we got Caspi. I mean, he's going to probably start again. Actually, it says right here, we'll get to start again. So this guy, I mean, you could just pretty much lock him in your cash games. I'm gonna do the core, but I'm just gonna add him right now. 4,500. You need him to hit 22, get 22. Since he's been starting the past 2 games, he's got you 26 and 39. And even earlier in the season when he was starting, I mean, he was getting you in the mid-20s. I really like him against the Lakers in this up-tempo game. I think he's a really good play. And then you can also consider Iguodala. The minutes are up. 29, 29, 31, 29. That's encouraging. Even when he doesn't score very much points, but he gets you a little bit of everything. And that's what you really gotta like about Iguodala. For him to have value, you need about 22. I definitely think he can get there. I really like him in the up-tempo game against the Lakers. We turn the ball over so he can get a couple steals as well. So definitely take a look at Iguodala. Power forward, we'll start with the rookie. This guy's just playing massive minutes. They just want him on the floor, and he's filling up the stat sheets, playing defense. He is a GPP play just because he can't score the ball. So, you're relying on him to fill up the stat sheet other ways. But, Ben Simmons is really, really good. He's probably going to be the rookie of the year. The minutes are there. If he scores the ball, then he has massive games. It all kind of comes down to that. For him to hit value, you need about 50. It's a big number. But I like him against Chicago. I think they're definitely going to win this game. And I could definitely see him having a great one. Porzingis, if he plays, I think he'll be a solid play against Charlotte. I don't know if he's going to play, though. It's a game-time decision. You got Aldridge against the Clippers. Clippers really don't have nobody that can guard him. Aldridge, he's been playing very, very well. His price tag's up a little bit. For him to hit value, we need about 42. I definitely think he could get there. He's averaging 39 fantasy points a game this season. And since you got to take advantage while Leonard is still a little bit limited, because once Leonard comes back and he's playing his regular, allotment of minutes, it's probably going to take a couple shots away from Aldridge. But either way, the guy's playing well. I like him against the Clippers tomorrow. Then we got Young. This guy's just consistent. For him to have value, you need 31. He had an off game against Brooklyn, but he played his minutes still. So you got to be happy with that. He's averaging 29 fantasy points a game this season. He has upside for 50, but he's regularly right there around the 30 mark, and 30 is pretty much what we need tomorrow. So if you're looking for just somebody consistent, definitely look at him. Then, we got a big guy who plays a lot of minutes. Big guys and playing a lot of minutes, that's not always the thing that really happens. But, Minnesota, their coach, he likes to play his starters minutes. We know that. Gibson, he's seen up to 40 minutes a game. He's averaging about 35, 36 a game. Fantasy-wise, the price just stays there. For him to hit value, you need 29. He's averaging 27 a game. He's shown 30 upside a bunch of times, even hit 40 a couple times. I think he's just a solid cash game play tomorrow. I really like him going against Portland. And then we got Bell, the young guy for the Warriors, going against my Lakers. The crazy thing about this guy is he's not a good scorer. That's for sure. But he does a little bit of everything, and that's what you really got to like. He reminds me of a young Draymond. He just went off at 31 fantasy points. For him to hit value, we need about 23, 24. Every time he started, he's pretty much got us in the 20s. So I really like him tomorrow. I think he's probably going to be a chalk play as well. But I understand why. He's a really good play tomorrow. We'll start out with the Towns. The guy's just playing very, very, very well right now. He's got at least 50 in 5 straight games with a 72 and a 61. For his price tag, you need about 53, 54. He's averaging 42 on the season against Portland. He's going to be banging with Jokic. With Nurkic for the Portland Trailblazers. It is kind of a difficult matchup. I think he probably is a little bit more GPP play just because of his price tag. But he's playing good right now. You got to ride the hot hand. And I do like Towns. Then we got Jokic against OKC. I don't like playing centers against OKC, but Adams is going to be out. So, that's what I like. If he's going to go back to his, mid 30 minutes, then I definitely like him against his matchup against an undersized OKC without Steven Adams. This guy has shown us he's had, 50, 60 point upside, numerous times in the past. So definitely I think he's more of a GPP play, but he is in play. You need 45 for him to hit value. So take a look at him. Then you got Mr. Reliable. This dude's averaging 35 fantasy points a game. For him to hit value, you need about 36. He just gets there. Plain and simple. He's very, very consistent. In the past, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the past 9 games that he's played, he's got you in the 30s 7 of the 9 games. He's consistent. He does work. His minutes are there. I really like him tomorrow against Indiana. He's going to be going against Miles Turner. Then we got Lopez. For him to have value, you need 27. This guy's just quietly having a really good season. He's averaging 25 fantasy points a game. For the Bulls. Going against Philadelphia in the up-tempo game. Embiid's already been ruled out, so, he's not going to have to, go against him and take a chance of foul trouble. And like I said, he's been consistent. I like him a lot. I think he is probably a little bit more of a GPP play. But, his price is down there, but you could definitely consider him in cash. You don't need too much for him to hit value. So Robin Lopez for me is a really good play. Last guy I'll talk about. This guy got to start last game with Gobert and Favors out. He played 32 minutes. He didn't even score. He only scored 9 points, but he got 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 blocks, and 3 steals. This shit's ridiculous. You can't expect him to do this again, okay? But if he's going to play 32 minutes and he's a very defensive-minded person, then I like the guy, especially against the Rockets in an up-tempo game. They shoot a lot of three-pointers, so there's going to be a lot of long rebounds for him. So definitely, take a look at him. He's coming off a massive game. His price rose $1,200, so it's going to scare people off. But, hey, the guy's good, and I like him. So, that's kind of where I'm at for this video. That's kind of, I'll get you my core plays, kind of where I'm at. So, let me see. We'll start off with point guard. Let me see. Let's see what they say about Smith. questionable for games. See, so this guy has a chance. Okay, so I'm going to go away from him. Probably going to pay up right here. I go with Westbrook. Shooting guard. See, I'm going to come back to shooting guard. Small forward, I went Caspi. Power forward. I'm going to go with Gibson. Mr. Consistent. Center. I'm liking Horford. And what do I owe you? Oh, shooting guard. I'm probably going to go with Batum. I really like him. He's playing well. So this gets you 6,100 here. You have some really consistent guys right here. All these guys, in my opinion, are probably going to get 5 times value. The only person that kind of is like, is Westbrook and Horford. I don't know if he'll get you, the whole 5 times, but he'll get you very close. But I like something like this. And, you have a lot of ways you can go. You could kind of balance out the rest of the roster. You could even, pay down from Horford and try to go with like a Westbrook and KD or something. KD's a really good player tomorrow. I would try to fit him in as well. But Caspi, I think he's almost a must start in cash games. He's going to play a lot of minutes. So yeah, this is kind of where I'm at. If I didn't talk about somebody that you like or you want to debate something, hit me with a comment below. We could talk about it. And hey, let's get this money tomorrow, right? You guys have a good one.